promises are these. Verse.
Where you at? 10:5. Go to 5. Jump 5.
Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them.
Go back to John.
John 14 and 15. If you love me, keep my commandments.
If you love me, keep my commandments. Yeah, that's basically it. You love me, keep my commandments. Now go back to 10, 5.
Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not in the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter you not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go ahead.
And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Right. So we are told, we are commanded. That's a commandment, by the way. We were commanded to go out and teach to the children of Israel. So if you're not doing that, what are you doing? If you don't hold any type of capacity and help in pushing that, what are you good for? That's done on that. Go ahead and bring that out.
Luke chapter 12, verse 41. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward?
Who is then that faithful and wise steward? So you gotta be faithful and you gotta have wisdom. Okay, you gotta have wisdom to know the times and the season that you're in. Okay, go ahead.
Whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household.
Right, because ultimately when you receive the payment for your work, you're gonna be part of the rulership of the kingdom of heaven. And if you don't want, see, some guys don't want that. That doesn't hold a special place in their heart. They're okay with the bullshit here in America. They're okay with the bullshit women. They're okay with going to the bullshit job, super commuting, being a damn demon. They're okay with that. Right? They don't hold rulership in the world to come of an eccentric value. It doesn't get them going, so to speak. Okay? It's really a burden unto them.
To give them their portion of meat in due season.
Right, their portion of meat in due season. Go ahead.
It said, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Blessed is the servant when his Lord shall come, shall find so doing. Doing work. Doing what? Doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shah. I'm sorry? Doing the work Elohim told him to do. You come in a lost spirit, man. You say the Elohim?
Got the best of the knowledge. You got some heavenly Father training.
Elohim. What does the word Elohim mean? There's no he in you. What does the word Elohim mean? Huh?
I made a mistake.
Man, you through. Keep reading.
Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
We're just gonna teach. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta be doing this work when the Lord comes back. Go ahead.
Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath.
And that's what he told Peter. Okay? He told Peter that. Let's get that. Matthew 19.
Yeah.
28, I believe, or 26.
Matthew chapter 19.
Hey man, look, Jake got able body, man. Jake has able. All the tools are necessary to get what's needed in the times that we're in. Okay, go ahead.
Matthew 19 and 28. And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you.
No, it started 26.
Verse 26. But Yahweh beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with the Most High all things are possible.
Go ahead.
Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Which the forsaken part shouldn't be that goddamn hard, because you don't have anything here.
Yeah.
What do you have here? Okay, nothing. You don't have shit. All right, everything that you do have is really the so-called white man.
Yep.
And at any given time, he can take it away from you. Who really takes it away from you? The Most High.
Yeah.
Okay, so the men of the Lord will forsake all things, which that's a very heavy thing. The little that you do have, which is nothing but mental blocks, demons. Okay, whether it be your love of women, whether it be your love of just being comfortable, okay? The Lord will take all that away from you, man. Okay, you have to give all that up. Even though you might have some of those things, you got to be ready to leave right now. And that's showing love to Yahweh Shema Shai. Go ahead, read that.
And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when
the reincarnation, okay? So when Yahweh Shai comes, okay, his glory, we're going to be with him, okay? Ruling with him. We do this so we can rule, man. Fuck this world, all right? You hold some type of value in this world. This world, it's very evident that this place is about to be destroyed. It's already destroyed, really, okay? And if you allow yourself to be captivated by the damn devil, you're going to be destroyed right along with the so-called white man and 2/3 of our people, okay? And if you want to tarry, well, the Lord going to kill you, man, all right? That's basically the bottom line. All right, we're not in a time of games. We're not in a time of hands in your pocket. All right, if you're not willing to do this, it's very simple. The Most High will replace you. That's a very simple thing. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you don't make a decision, the Lord will make a decision for you.
Done. Go ahead.
And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. So we're going to hold a seat of power in the kingdom of heaven. Unlike what we have today now, you don't have any power. You don't have nothing. Okay. Everything can be taken. The little that you do have, it can be taken away from you in a blink of an eye. That fast. What do you have? You have a PlayStation 4. Okay. You have a used up woman. All right. In the kingdom of come, you're going to get everything times a billion, man. Oh, well, it tells you that. You done on that? Yeah, go ahead.
And everyone that have forsaken houses,
right,
or brethren,
right,
or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children.
So but you might have all those things. But what do? You put the truth first. And if it comes to the point where you have to forsake it, if it's getting in your way, that's what you're going to have to do. This truth requires you to be a man and make manly decisions, okay? It doesn't require you to be a woman. A woman is indifferent about, I don't know what to do. Well, the scriptures tell you. That's the counsel. Right there. Go ahead.
Or lands for my name's sake.
And it's all for the sake of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Go ahead.
Shall receive an hundredfold and shall inherit everlasting life.
There you go. And that's what we're doing this for. And to inherit everlasting life. Okay, a body filled with no pain. Okay, wake up to a beautiful woman. You know, you got a whole harem. You go in your chariot, fly across the galaxy, and teleport, talk to a brother. Pretty much all we're gonna do, we're gonna wake up and play, as the scriptures say. All right, that's the spirit of Jacob. That's the actual spirit of Israel, is to wake up and play. It's to enjoy life. Enjoy life and praise Yahweh Shema Shai. But that's not the time to do that. Is not now. The time is to work now. And then you're going to enter into the rest. You got a
quick precept. This is Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above.
Yeah, seek those things which are above. Your conversation should be in the heavens, which conversation implies your deeds too. Okay, your actions. Because you can, you can say whatever the hell you want to say, but is it different from what you're actually doing? All right, that's the difference between saying you have faith and then saying you have faith with works. Because really the proof is in the pudding. Look, the numbers don't lie. All right, the numbers do not lie. Okay, all you can see every man's work. That's how the whole world is under a microscope. Okay, with this technology. Okay, so everybody's sins is really in front of everybody to see, or everybody's works is in front of everybody to see, and you're going to be judged on either they were good or they were bad.
If ye then be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai sitteth on the right hand of the Most High, and we're going to be joint heirs, joint rulers with Yahweh Shai. But for the meantime, or I should say, rather, the time that we're in now, we have to continue to do what we were told and what we were taught. Okay, and that's to preach the word, instant, in season, out of season. Okay, you have more?
Set your affection on things above, not on
things above, and you meditating on the kingdom, because that really gets you to to a peace of mind. Real quick, get John 6:33. Go ahead. Or we'll bring this out and then we'll jump back to there.
16.
I said 16.
St. John.
Their affections on things on high, because what's down here, vile affections. Like it says in Romans, the first chapter, you don't want the Lord to give you over to that. Which is, which if you're into the vile affection, that means you have what? You have a reprobate mind. And that's what you're going to have. You're going to need to have the mind of the Yahushua, you're going to have a reprobate mind. You're going to be given to the vile affections of this world.
St. John 16:33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
So we have peace in Yahushua, we have peace of mind. And you can see the men of Yahushua, they have peace of mind. Because what happens? They go through all type of crazy shit. Okay, some shit that you couldn't even put down in a movie. You never seen it before, right? It'd be some crazy, like damn. Right? But that's that the scriptures say, thinking not strange. Okay, concerning the fiery trial. But you don't think it's strange, but you still have peace of mind because you know that you're going to be redeemed for all those things if you continue in the things that you were taught. All right? So really, that gives you more of an optimistic viewpoint. All right? Go ahead. And what does the scripture say? A good word cheereth the continents. Go ahead.
In the world, ye shall have tribulation.
So yeah, you're going to have the tribulation in the world. And part of that tribulation is knowing that you don't have anything. You don't have anything in this captivity. Because, hey, believe me, this is still a captivity. We're still bearing the indignation of the Lord, His righteous anger. That's one thing you gotta understand. You know, you gotta understand you're being punished. This is the punishment. Okay, being in this damn place. Okay, you gotta get that to your head. So now you know that, okay, damn, I'm getting punished. I have to do this. I'm a servant. I gotta do it, or I just get put to death. Okay, either or. Go ahead.
But be of good cheer.
But be of good cheer. Go ahead.
I have overcome the world.
Right. The Lord He has overcome the world. Go back to that scripture.
Set your Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Right. Not on things on the earth. And what's on the earth? Okay. Can you get John 12?
For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach.
We're dead.
The Most High.
We're dead. This is Paul said he dies daily. Okay, that fleshly man dies daily, and then you really, the longer you come into this, the more you separate yourself from the world. The easier it is to separate yourself from the lust of the flesh. Because you know that this is all vanity and vexation of spirit. Okay, even Solomon in his power, which you never had men singers and women singers. Okay. You never had 1,000 women. All right, you've never been a king. And he said that it was all vanity and vexation of spirit. It was all empty. It was worthless. Why? It's because we're not sitting in the kingdom. We don't have those righteous bodies.
It's not everlasting. Well, like it says in Ecclesiastes, you can do all the right things and establish a righteous rulership, but you don't know if your seed after you is going to be righteous. He can fuck up everything you did. You know, implement wicked policies, and then the kingdom goes to shit. People go into slavery, so everything that you built your whole life building up is gone, man.
Right. Right. Which I watched this movie on Netflix. I believe it's called like the Forgotten King or something around that sort. And basically, or the Exiled King. Basically, one of the top king who had the kingdom. He was about to die on his deathbed. He pretty much cursed out his son. He's like, man, I never even thought you'd be able to sit on my throne. He's all mad that he's about to give up power, and he can't do anything about it because his son is a complete failure. So that's vexing. Here it is. You built up this great kingdom. You have all this everything in order, and you got to leave it to a reprobate. All right, that's messed up. That will hurt your heart. People like, man, this is really for nothing.
Taint your legacy.
Taint your legacy. Which the legacy of the elect, that's going to be everlasting. And that's something to hold on and fight for. That's something to fight for your whole life. Okay, if you're not willing if you're really not willing to put your life on the line, then the Most High, He's not with you. You know, you got to be willing to like go through the mud.
Rock 428.
Rock 428. We can hold that.
It says, "For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach in the Most High."
Right. Our life is hid with Yahweh Shai in the Most High. So that means we don't have anything here. We're really we're transitory. Okay.
Yep.
See, we're transitory pilgrims. We're only here for a short while, and you got to continue to meditate upon that this is a very short kingdom. It's ephemeral, meaning it's going to last for a very short time. The amount of time that we're going to rule, which we're not going to put a time to it, because you cannot quantify eternity. Okay, try to think about it. I'm not going to say think about it. You'll bug yourself out. Okay. Is there more on that?
Spiritual, because we're the descendants of Abraham.
Right.
Which that's what his name means. Transitory. Right. You look it up.
Right. Abel is an allegory for the elect. Okay. Because he was there. It was all spiritual. He was there transitory just for a short time. On the planet Earth for a short time. The little time that we've been here is really for a short time.
It says we killed all the day long.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Abel got murdered by Cain. So there for a short time, and us were killed all the day long. Being here in society, but it's only a temporary thing.
That's why we have peace. And when all hell breaks loose, people already going crazy. Just wait for the lights to go out. You know? Just wait for the lights to go out. People gonna bug out of their damn mind. Go ahead.
It says, "For ye are
some sick shit out here, you know?
For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach in the Most High." Yeah, that's what we're gonna start living when the outside. Right. This ain't life. You can't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments in this society, man. Because the law leads unto life. You know?
And you can't even sleep in.
Yeah.
If you sleep in, you are in danger of losing your job, losing your livelihood, losing your kids, your children. You know, you can't even take like an you told about. I was really tired last night. I had to take an extra 30-minute nap. You ain't trying to hear that. You got to park, or you might just get fired. So you definitely can't have any type of rest here. Is there more on that? Yeah, come on.
Ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach. When the Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Right, then you're going to appear with Yahweh Shai in glory. But now on this side, we're not going to get that glory on that extent. Which the scripture says, Zephaniah 3:19, that he was going to give us fame and glory in the lands that we were put to shame. So we understand that, but we're not going to fully come into rest. We're not going to have those spiritual bodies. We're not going to be supping with Yahweh Shai totally 100% until Yahweh Shai comes and destroy this kingdom.
1 Thessalonians 4:14. For if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai will the Most High bring with him.
Yep.
For this we say unto you,
by the dead Hamashiach shall rise first. Those who died in the faith, they're going to actually come with Yahweh Shai first. So that's like, damn, I can't lose. All I have to do is continue my faith, no matter what. Because if you die in the Lord, you're going to have a great name in the kingdom of heaven. Eternal name. How about that? You can say that their eternal name.
That's going to be a great honor.
Right.
It's going to be written in the book that you are a martyr for Yahweh Shai. This man, he died. You know, like it's written, you read the account of Stephen. Yeah. He was a martyr for Yahweh Shai. You know, that's a great honor to him. You know, Paul getting put to death. You know, all the apostles getting put to death at one point. Right? That's an honor unto them. You know? And it's written about in the scripture. You know? We're going to have records in the kingdom where the rest of Israel is going to be able to read the acts of, what brothers was doing here. This brother was a martyr. You know? This brother, it tells you that the second chapter as well. You know, Ezra was commending those men that stood so stiffly. You go into that word command, he was basically worshiping. You know? So when you get into the kingdom, you know, you have say the kingdom. Everybody gonna know who the elect is, man. This was the one that, you know, we went through. He endured until the end, man. You know? He's part of the first fruits. You know, this man right here, he's part of the elect. You know? It says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first.
Right, the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. That's what it says. Can you read that?
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they might rest from their labors.
See? Rest from your labors. Meaning that you were laboring while you had to be a martyr. That's the only way to make it out, is to labor while you're doing this. You know, to die in the faith. More on that one?
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first.
Right, in a twinkling of an eye. Okay, we're going to meet Yahweh Shai in the air. Go ahead.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught together with them in the clouds.
There you go.
To meet the Lord in the air.
Yeah, the clouds are talking about the chariots. All right, the so-called UFOs, the chariots of Israel, the vehicles of Israel. Okay, extraterrestrial vehicles. Go ahead.
To meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
So shall we ever be with the Lord for eternity, man. That's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for eternity. So either you can in your mind, you can dwell upon things on the earth, which is going to fastly pass away. You're going to be disappointed. Your riches are going to corrupt. Or you can do what the Heavenly Father told you to do. Okay, and that's to stand stiffly for His name. Okay, to preach His word. Okay, to fight unto the Lord until death. All right, it's very simple. It's very plain. We brought out earlier.
Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
See, and it's comforting. That's why we have peace. It's comforting, man. That's what we comfort your brothers for, man. That's comfort shit. That's comforting to me. You know, I just heard it. I want to hear it again.
Yeah, that's when our life is going to begin. When you're outside, delivers us from it, man. After that, you're going to get rest, man. That's what the scriptures talk about. That's what we wait for. You know, we wait for that promise to be fulfilled. Really going all the way back to when the Most High first created man. You know, this is how life was supposed to be. We're supposed to live forever. Okay? We weren't supposed to have a care in the world. Before Adam fell, he didn't have to worry about nothing. He didn't even have to eat. He didn't have to eat food, man. He could just walk around. The fruit was literally there just for him to enjoy, man. Enjoy the taste. Enjoy the smell of the flowers, man. You know? Enjoy the order that Yahweh Shai set up. It's the reason why this earth is called Idan, which means paradise, man. Paradise or joy. This whole earth is supposed to give you joy. It's going to go back to that. We've been waiting for this to be fulfilled. You know, going all the way back to when Adam went off. It was prophesied in the same book. You know? This is what we wait for. We wait to rest. Alright? That word rest, when you go into it, it means mental peace, man. Alright? You can't get that here at all. There ain't no way you're gonna get that here, man. Okay, it's impossible. So-called white man always gonna be on your back. Alright, if you got a woman, she gonna be on your fucking back. You know? One or the other. Either so-called white man or your woman. You know? We want the kingdom, we ain't gotta deal with that, man. Alright? You wake up, you get the stretch, you feel good, you know? You got a big ass smile on your face. You know, you can drink some yayan, you know, get with a woman. Then you gotta think, oh man, bitch is a slut, you know? You ain't gotta worry about that, man. You know?
They don't want that. You know? They want to stay down here in this wicked ass kingdom.
This ain't life, man. Life is what I just described through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Enjoy waking up, you know? You've been waking up in this society, man. You gotta wake up, you know? And your fucking boss, this nigga trying to call you in to do an extra shift, you know? On your day off, you know? Yeah, your days off, you do got it, shit go by like
dreams about the job. Not for real. Yeah, they have dreams about things that happen at God, because that's so in their mind and their subconscious. Because that's how Esau conditions you in this world. To be a slave, a hardcore slave. And if you're not to him, you're supposed to be a hardcore servant to Yahweh Shai. Alright? But that there is a heavy work culture. Say, Revelation 18, slaves.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:16. Now our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach himself, and even the Most High, even our Father, which have loved us and have given us everlasting consolation, good hope through grace, comfort your hearts, establish you in every good word and work.
Comfort your heart. Read that again, brother.
It says, comfort your heart.
Yeah, this is the comforter. And that's why Yahweh Shai went back to the spirit world, so that the comforter could come down. Right. Which is why he was prepping Peter and the other disciples to do what? Go out and start the apostleship. Alright, because then the comforter was sent down, and that's when a lot of souls were added up to the church. Go ahead, brother.
Comfort your hearts, establish you in every good word and work.
Right, establish you in every good word and work. You got some more? Some more on that?
On that.
Revelations 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That's the spirit. I did a lesson on this exact scripture earlier in the week. Let no man take thy crown. Okay, no matter what comes upon you, man, you're supposed to preach the word. All right, if you get kicked out the camp, okay, your mom dies, or your woman leaves you with the kids, let no man take thy crown. Even you, don't take the crown off yourself, man. That's what happens a lot. A lot of guys just give up. Right? They get condemned in their mind. And they knock the crown off. Go ahead.
It says, he that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power.
Overcometh what? The world. And how do you overcome the world? By him who overcame the world. Yahweh Shai. That's how you overcome the world. Go ahead.
And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power.
You're not going to go out of the presence of the Most High, man. It's going to be in you, not on you, man. You got to do that. You got to do that video still. You still got to do that video. Lord's will. That'll happen through the Spirit. Yeah, we're never going to be out of the presence of the Most High. Right? Because you're always going to be doing that which is pleasing, because for a while, what did he do? He turned his back. Can you get that, Yariya? I think it's Isaiah 54 and 7. Is that right?
I said that kind of phrase earlier this week.
That's the Spirit. Spirit wanted that to come out. That's what the kingdom offers us. The Spirit always continually dwelling within you, man. That's what it talks about in Revelation, the 21st chapter as well. That's why there's not going to be any more mourning, no more pain like the brother was going into. Because you're not going to put yourself in a position where the Lord can punish you, man. Because he's going to give us a clean heart, a clean spirit. You ain't going to have to battle demons. Rebuke demons off you, man. You ain't going to have no spirits messing with you.
It's Isaiah 54 and 7. For a small moment have I forsaken thee.
Right, for a small moment he forsook us. He turned his back. Go ahead.
It says, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
And with great mercies, and how are we gathered? Through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai. Can you give me that in 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, I believe it is, or 2 Thessalonians? It's one of those two. Got some? I got some.
Finish one more verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 8. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer.
Right, everlasting kindness, and that's him giving us that new heart. That's what the new covenant is about. Read that again. And that new covenant is with the people that he made the old covenant with, the Israelites. Like we explained to that bozo last week, that Egyptian, that ancient Egyptian. Read it again.
It says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer.
Right, but for a moment. And that's the spirit he was going into. Transitory. It was only for a moment. And that's why when you go to 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, it talks about this light affliction, which is but for what? For a moment. You see? Because he didn't put us in this predicament to lose forever. Give me Baruch 4:6 real quick.
Oh, that's spirit.
This is Baruch 4:6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
Right, you were sold to the nations. Who was sold to the nations? Who is he addressing right here? He's addressing the Israelites. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those of you of Negro and Indian descent. And our descendants who are dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, he forsook us for a moment. He delivered us to the enemies. He sold us into captivity. For what?
For you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
Yeah, not for your destruction. Okay, the Heavenly Father didn't put us on this earth to be destroyed, and that's what you got to know. Hey, give me 1 Peter the 5th chapter. Go ahead.
You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath.
Right, because you moved the Most High to wrath by doing what? Worshiping idols, mainly. Go ahead.
For you moved the Most High, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies.
Yeah, and that's why we're delivered to the enemies, because we moved the Most High to wrath. Go ahead. There's some more
For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High.
That's right, and that's what our people do. Okay, we'll worship the Most High in the temple, and then you go out into the wilderness at night and worship Baal, worship the Queen of Heaven. You can't play both sides. Yeah, links up with Corinthians, right? Yep. Yeah. Spirit. I was over here ear hustling. Spiritual ear hustling. You got that in 1 Peter?
1 Peter 5
9, I believe it is.
1 Peter 5 and 9. Whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in you and your brothers that are in the world.
Right. That's good. I wanted it's not what I wanted. It's not 6. Nah. First Timothy, I think it is. 5, 4, 9. What does it say? For the Most High have not called you to destruction, to wrath. Yeah. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, but to salvation. I think it's 1 Timothy 5, 4.
1 Thessalonians.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 9. Slide.
Yeah, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 9.
Somewhere like see.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath.
Hey, for the Heavenly Father has not appointed us to wrath. Yeah, we're not linking up with what was brought out in the spirit in the book of Baruch. Okay, we weren't sold to the nations for our destruction.